It's disrespectful to say such a thing on ANZAC Day. But consider this. The reason our men and women fought, and in too many cases gave their lives, was to safeguard Australia's lifestyle and our freedoms. And one of those freedoms is the right to have an opinion. Now, when word got out that 60 Minutes was reopening the flag debate, we were inundated with hate mail. I have to confess that I copped some personal abuse as well. People are unbelievably passionate about the issue on both sides. This is Leichhardt in inner Sydney. When they built this beautiful old town hall, pent-up, passionate Aussies were arguing about independence from Britain.
Can I please have a turn?
Tonight, this mob is hot and bothered about a different kind of independence, about changing the flag. It's a high-octane issue that's been dividing us since 1901.
It's only an opinion, for God's sake. It's only a flag.
Nobody was locked up.
Southern Cross does incorporate a number of Aboriginal legends.
Oh, rubbish.
To them I respectfully offer...
Leave that flag alone.
Let me finish! To those of you... Mate, you with the glasses, give me a fair go, OK?
Leading the charge for change is footy and literary heavyweight Peter Fitzsimons.
I say it is broke.
If we have a flag where something like half the population aren't for it, it's broke. We need to come up with a symbol where we're all for it.
It is the proudest emblem that we could have as a nation, our flag of stars and crosses. And long may it fly aloft and free.
In the other corner is dedicated flag lover John Vaughan. He runs something grandiosely called the Australian National Flag Association.
And is still flying high here in Leichhardt and right across Australia. There's always a group that want to change a national flag, but the percentage in Australia would be round about 20%.
But do 20% of the Brits or the French or the Americans want to change their flag?
Look, I haven't asked an American lately, but you're probably right.
Or Frenchman or Englishman.
Well, we're a very democratic country and we like to be vocal.
The fact is, neither the Parliament nor the people chose the flag that we have today. Believe it or not, it began in 1901 as a sales promotion for a Melbourne magazine. It was sponsored by a tobacco company. And the unwritten rule for that competition was that the winner had to have two ingredients, the Union Jack and the stars of the Southern Cross, just like the Victorian state flag. Little wonder there's been controversy ever since.
You didn't have to be on the electoral roll to enter in the competition.
Who voted for it? Who are all these people that voted for it?
Here are the rules of that competition signed by our first Prime Minister, Edmund Barton, and you must stop telling that lie.
Our Australian flag will change in time. You people that are against change, you better bury yourselves upside down because you'll roll over in your grave.
The story of our flag is filled with emotion and with myth, especially on ANZAC Day. This is the day when the red, white and blue is waved passionately and patriotic, in memory of our fallen, lest we forget. But while the ANZAC spirit may be sacred, the flag certainly isn't. The fact is, this wasn't the flag that most Australians took to war.
The hoariest line of all about why we should keep the flag is, my father or my grandfather fought and died for that flag.
Peter Fitzsimons spilt blood for Australia in the Rugby Wars. He's also written best-selling books about Australia's military campaigns from Kokoda to Tobruk.
In Tobruk, that happens to be a genuine flag of one of the tank regiments. And
so that's the Aussie flag at Tobruk?
Well, that was the flag. I mean, the bond that they actually formed was, primarily with each other. And I've talked to a lot of these veterans. The actual Australian flag forward, Bluey died under the flag. No, Bluey didn't die under the flag.
Each morning I go to the flag mast, raise the flag to the masthead. I've been doing this since 1975, haven't missed a day.
Even flag lobbyist John Vaughan begrudgingly concedes that our diggers fought and died under a whole range of flags. can you possibly deny that those diggers who died on the Western Front or died at Gallipoli, if they were lucky enough to get buried, they were almost always buried under the Union Jack because that's what was available?
I'm not saying that there weren't, and there are instances where that is proven, certainly indeed. We were part of the Australian Imperial Force.
In fact, for most of the last century, our national flag wasn't the one with the Union Jack in the corner, it was the Union Jack. But that famous painting in 1927 of the opening of the Australian Parliament in Canberra, it's festooned with flags, the building is. All you can see are the Union Jacks everywhere, and the Australian flag is a red ensign, not the blue one that you say is the national flag.
I can't give you a particular reason for that, except...
What do you reckon?
Well, unfortunately, there is a void sometimes in Canberra in regard to flag etiquette and protocol.
But
and
this
they get it wrong.
This is the opening of the Australian Parliament.
Errors were made.